Hello, I hope you're doing well today. In my last video, we looked at the basic definition for privity of contract. Today, we'll look at some of the more defined exceptions to privity of contract. Firstly, agency. Give you an example. If a movie star rents an island for the summers and asks his agent to conclude the contract, the rent agreement, on his behalf with the landlord, the contract actually is concluded between the agent and the landlord and not the movie star. However, if, due to some unfortunate circumstance, the movie star lags behind on payment of rent, the landlord is not going to sue the agent. He or she will sue the movie star instead. And this does seem weird because although privity of contract only expects us to sue the parties that actually do enter into a contract, in this case, it is still the movie star who is held liable. And this is the first exception to privity of contract. Second, trusts. In a trust, the trustor grants the trustee title to a certain property to hold on benefit for a third party, the trust beneficiary. Now, although the trust beneficiary is not a party or a direct party to the contract that is entered into between the trustor and the trustee, the trust beneficiary can still sue the trustee if they were to, let's suppose, misappropriate the property. Third, restrictive covenant. If a buyer enters into an agreement that he or she will not use his or her land in a way so that he or she benefits, let's say, an adjoining landowner, then they have entered into a restrictive covenant. This restrictive covenant could take the form of, let's say, the buyer not using the land for trade purposes or not blocking a stream that flows from his land to the adjoining person's land. So although the adjoining landowner is not a direct party to the contract that is entered into between the buyer and the seller, he or she can still benefit from the restrictive covenant by suing the buyer if he or she were to later breach the terms of that restrictive covenant. So these were some of the mainstream exceptions that we have to the privity of contract. Thank you.